It all began on a bright Monday morning in the peaceful village of Ikina. Children ran in their school uniforms, dodging potholes. Women flipped bean cakes on blackened frying pans by the road. Okada men honked like they were chasing away evil spirits. Suddenly, at the village junction, a new girl appeared. She was light-skinned, curvy, with a soft, glowing face. She wore a short red dress, tall heels, and carried a fat red book under her arm. Everyone turned to look. Who was she? The girl smiled and waved as if she had lived there forever. "Good morning, Mama Tunde," she said, waving sweetly. Mama Tunde swore she had never seen the girl before in her life. The girl greeted the pepper seller, the meat man, even old Mama Chibogu, who hissed at playing children. Her name was Naya, and by that evening, everyone was talking about her. "Who is she? How does she know all our names?" They whispered like mosquitoes in the heat. Naya just sat by the roadside, smiling and scribbling in her big red book. The next day, Naya returned. She wore a green jumpsuit and a red scarf tied stylishly on her head. Her hips swayed like music. Even old Baba Yilla forgot to collect change from a customer. Sitting under the big mango tree was the village gossip queen, Auntie Titi, dressed in leggings, face cap, and dark glasses. She sipped malt from a straw and watched. "Let's see who wants to take my gossip crown," she muttered. Naya approached with a smile. "Good morning, Auntie Titi. I love your slippers." Titi blinked. No one ever complimented her slippers. From that moment, the two became friends. They sat under the mango tree each afternoon, sipping soft drinks, talking about everyone. But Titi began to notice something odd. Naya knew too much, even Titi's dream from 2 nights ago. One day, the village square burst into noise. Mama Ude shouted, "My favorite bra is missing! Lagos import!" People laughed. Some shook their heads. Naya whispered to Titi, "It wasn't stolen. The neighbor's dog dragged it into the gutter behind the carpenter's shop." "How did you know?" Mama Ude asked. "I just guessed," Naya said, smiling. They checked. It was there. The crowd clapped. "This girl is beautiful and useful," they said. But Titi narrowed her eyes. That was no guess. That evening, they sat by the Keke Park. Naya wore a short blue gown and sunglasses. Titi brought Puff Puff. Naya whispered, "Did you hear about Mr. Atto's wife? She cried all night after catching him sneaking to the widow's compound." Titi dropped her snack. "How did you know that? No one has said it out loud." Naya giggled. "I just hear things." Titi forced a laugh, but her heart raced. That news wasn't even public. That night, Titi made a decision. "Tomorrow, I'll follow her and find out who she really is." She dressed like a spy, borrowed her nephew's motorcycle, and waited near the back of the old community hall where Naya always disappeared. At 8:15 a.m., Naya stepped out, humming a tune, Red Book. In hand, she didn't walk on the road. She entered the bush path beside the church. Titi followed quietly, ducking behind banana trees, pretending to pluck leaves when others passed. Naya stopped at an abandoned school. She looked around, then walked straight through the wall. Yes, through the wall. Titi almost screamed. "Blood of Jesus!" She whispered, running back to the village with her wrapper falling and heart racing. That night, Titi locked all her windows, put a Bible under her pillow, and tied her head 3 times. "No spirit will catch me tonight." Just as she dozed. "Often knock, knock, knock," she peeped. Naya stood there holding wrapped fried fish. "You like it spicy, right?" She smiled. Titi's stomach grumbled. She let her in. Naya crossed her legs and began talking. About the pastor's housemaid selling his oil in secret. The teacher who blames children for his gas. The town chairman who cried over a plumber stealing his lover. Titi laughed nervously, but her mind spun. Is it her mind or the book? After Naya left, Titi called her uncle, Baba Olu, the town herbalist. The next morning, Naya was back at the market, smiling, red book in hand. Titi approached with forced calm. "Naya, what's in that book?" "Just my thoughts," Naya said, grinning. Can I read it? Naya chuckled. You'll find your name with love hearts. Titi laughed too, but inside she burned with curiosity. That afternoon, Naya went to buy roasted corn and left her book behind. Like lightning, Titi grabbed it and flipped it open. Names, secrets, dreams, regrets. A page read, Titi cries every night, afraid of aging, still loves Chucks. She slammed it shut and dropped it back. That night she ran to Baba Olu and told him everything. Baba Olu listened, rubbing his grey beard. She's not from here. She's a whispering spirit. She feeds on secrets. The more she reveals, the stronger. She grows. What do we do? Titi asked. Don't confront her yet. Her weakness lies in what she treasures, probably that book. Here, take this powder. Sprinkle it while she speaks. If she chokes, she's not human. By weekend, Naya had become a village celebrity. People traveled to hear her stories. She sat beside the Suya man, red book beside her, lips spilling secrets. She exposed the choir mistress's lover, the school principal's forged certificate, and a marriage lie that broke a couple's heart. Titi watched silently from the crowd, calabash in her bag. Suddenly, Naya turned. Titi, come closer. Titi froze. Go on, sprinkle your powder, Titi gasped. She knows. You want to stop me? You can't. Secrets are my food, Naya said with a grin. She stood, lifted her book and said, Let me tell you my story. In my past life, I was a woman who loved gossip. One day I mocked a mad prophet. He cursed me. If you love other people's stories, you'll speak them forever. And so I became this, the whispering spirit. She raised her hand. Her book glowed. I don't steal secrets. I carry them. The truth always comes to light. The crowd froze. Some clapped, others ran. A boy fainted. But Naya just sat back down. Later, Titi gathered 5 brave women. We'll invite her to a thank you party. Pretend to celebrate her. We'll trap her with the powder. They prepared the community center with jollof rice, balloons, and prayers mixed with salt. Naya arrived in a glittering gown. This is so sweet, she said. She sat and began to eat. Titi quickly sprinkled the powder around her. The women began chanting, Naya, Nawa, Anya. Naya blinked. What's happening? Reveal your true form, they shouted. Suddenly, the ground shook. Her book glowed. The rice pot tipped. You think you can trap me? Naya's voice thundered. The powder flew into the air and landed on the women. They began spilling their own secrets. I kissed the pastor's son. I sold fake tomatoes. I wore my neighbor's wig, Naya whispered. You hate truth until it's your own. She walked away, hips swinging. The next day, Ikina was quiet. No more gossip, no more secrets. Naya sat alone under the ghee. Mango tree, red book closed. No one approached her, then Titi returned, sat beside her. You're not just a gossip spirit, you're a mirror. Naya nodded. And mirrors don't lie. From that day, Ikina became a wiser village. And the red book stayed on the shelf, waiting, not to expose, but to teach.